or during the Super Bowl? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Could have even
it was
been
before,
Saturday.
I think.
I'm
No.
not sure. So Jets are officially releasing Aaron Rodgers, or are going to, or plan to,
Well,
however they worded
the
it.
way that it was put out was hilarious because it was like the Jets inform Aaron Rodgers that he will not be the starting quarterback.
Well,
It's
informed he
like
will
Aaron
be.
walked into the building expecting his job still, and they're like, "Man, we don't really want you at all."
I don't know. Well, no, they report that all the time, but that report is weird because it's
Yeah.
almost like it's just a way to break the news, but they can't
because they
officially
can't
break
cut him
it.
yet. Yeah, exactly.
It's like because it's like they can't say Jets are releasing Aaron Rodgers. It's
well,
like
they can't do it yet. I
the
don't
Jets
think, right?
like supposedly let him know, hey buddy,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to be on this team anymore.
It's like, I'm gonna be honest. You're not sitting him down in your office like, "Hey, sorry, we're gonna have to let you go." It's like, no, you're Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was probably I bet you there was no informing. Like this was probably a decision a week ago that was like, I'm probably just gonna go. Yeah, you want me to get? I'm probably.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of done with this too.
It's okay.
Can you give me back Devontae and some of my boys?"
I think they're like.
They're probably gonna be like, "Yeah, no."
You can have Devontae. I don't care.
That is true.
Honestly, they'd probably let him have. They'd probably let him slide, but which Devontae is a whole other story. Landing spots. Aaron Rodgers. We've talked about him before, but they have changed a little bit because of coaching hires and just certain scenarios changing and the draft and whatnot. But I guess the first one that everybody's talking about is Vegas.
Yeah.
Now let's combine these two because they kind of are correlated. You have Vegas, and then it's what does Russell Wilson do? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if Russell Wilson isn't an option to go to Vegas, all right, let's forget about that.
But was also drafting a quarterback.
They could draft a quarterback, but I'm looking. All right, you got Pete, you got Chip Kelly running the damn offense, you got Brock Bowers. I mean, why not run with a Aaron Rodgers over
and then go draft
Sanders? I mean, I don't
go draft
another piece. Draft something else that could just
maybe
complement the team this season.
Genty or Scatabo or whoever.
See, now I do have a group of teams who are kind of in that area that you're talking about, where it's like, well, what are they going to do? It's this, that. So, and this is the last group I'm going to talk about, but I will say I have a group where you have QBs that aren't necessarily on the hot seat, but are probably only going to be given another year or two in terms of like chances.
Yeah.
Before they're going to be in complete rebuild mode. Yeah. So why not go all in just 1 year with Aaron Rodgers, 1 or 2 years with Aaron Rodgers instead? Yes. When you already kind of know what you're going to get out of these quarterbacks, which I'll get to those teams, but these are teams that simply need quarterbacks. Vegas obviously is an option, but then you have the Giants who are going to be drafting a little bit higher.
Well, they're thinking about drafting a quarterback, but there's also talk of what's his nuts going there. Matt Stafford.
So I mean, if you just want to talk these top draft picks, then Vegas, Giants, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Me personally, you could go draft Travis Hunter and then sign Aaron Rodgers if you're the Titans. But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, who am I going to be playing with?
Travis Hunter.
I'm playing with Travis Hunter and what? Tony Pollard? Like, what are we doing? What is that? Who I'm running with? Like, is that
Travis Hunter, Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley?
Is that? No. See, I'm not. No,
you don't want to play with Calvin Ridley.
I'm not doing that.
And the ghost of DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Brown.
But I will say, out of those three, Vegas probably seems the most appealing just because they probably have their shit together the most.
Which is real hard to say.
It's crazy to say. But they got Pete Carroll. They just picked up Chip Kelly running the offense, which is going to be interesting.
Tom is involved.
And Tom is involved, and he's probably either fully okay with like, hey, Aaron, cool, or it's just like, no,
let's not do it.
I'd say he's probably biased in terms of like, he probably want to see like, okay, it wouldn't be fair for Aaron or for Tom to be like, nah, he doesn't deserve to go and try to win with another franchise and prove himself.
Sure.
Like it's like, no, I mean, Tom got to go do that in Tampa. It's like shit failed in New York. So
I don't think Tom's going to be the
deciding factor.
No, I don't think he will. I don't want to say allow, but
I think he has. I think he'll have say. I mean, I think it's already been
announced.
But
I don't think he's going to want to bring on Aaron and allow him to.
Why
thrive?
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Because we're going to thrive with Shador.
Well, I don't think that. No, probably not. But I don't think that this Vegas team is a win now team.
No, but what teams are that Aaron Rodgers could go to? I mean, all right, let's just cut to the chase. Say Russell is that dumb to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's the best team he could go to.
Mm.
In terms of if they would need a quarterback, if Russ is gone, and fuck Justin Fields. We're not even talking about that. You pick up Aaron Rodgers. You already have a playoff defense. You got plenty of weapons on the offense side of the ball. Maybe George Pickens can get his shit together. Maybe Devontae Adams follows along and goes there as well. I mean, that'd be cool. There is a lot of potential if that man goes over to Pittsburgh. But I also feel
what about the Saints?
Are they okay? How much more win now are they than the Raiders though?
I don't think they are. I like the move for Kellen Moore.
Do you?
And I think that'll bring some people. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Do I? I'm not sure how well it'll work. I mean, I think offensively they'll be fine, but I don't know about him as a head coach. I think he's a bit of a
I'm just saying, guy. Like, I'll put it to you like this. I'll put it to you like this. Kellen Moore, I will not buy into any Kellen Moore hype if I see Taysom Hill take a snap. If you are this holy fucking offensive coordinator and you still got some system where Taysom Hill is taking snaps, you're not a good OC, bro. I'm not buying into that. I'm not taking that shit at all. There's no way. And if you bring in Aaron Rodgers, Taysom Hill should never see the field. You can throw it to Chris Olave. You can throw it to Rashid Shaheed. You can throw it to Alvin Kamara, or work with Alvin Kamara. You don't have to work with Taysom fucking Hill. Ever. There's plenty of weapons you can work with over there. But defense side of the ball, absolute garbage. I think there's a little more potential maybe on the Raiders side, but I don't know. All these teams kind of suck, which is why I have this other group of teams that have quarterbacks. But if we just want to say, because in this theoretical, we're kind of saying fuck salary cap, fuck contracts. Yeah. We're just switching up our whole plan, our whole identity. Yeah. This is just giving
timelines on QBs.
So there are certain teams that have quarterbacks that I would say are probably going to get one, maybe two more chances. A team like Arizona. Yeah. Okay? It's like, okay, they're going to keep
how
rocking.
Ready are they? Like,
they're going to keep.
Are they?
Okay. I don't know. Are they not more ready than teams that have absolutely no clue who their quarterback's going to be?
They're definitely more ready than like the Giants.
Okay, sure. Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yep. Well, Seattle's a for sure.
Fucking Miami. I'm just saying there are teams who, sure, you have a quarterback. You got a guy that you could easily say is QB1 next season.
Yeah.
But you already know in the back of your head, if it don't work out in the next year or two and it's the same shit, you're going to be in full rebuild mode.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely full rebuild mode. I mean, so why not?
Seattle will be stuck.
If Seattle,
once this is over.
If Seattle's going to run with Geno for another year or two, waste any more prime that's left in like DK and then what's it, Charbonnet and Bro in the backfield, they're all going to leave.
Kenneth Walker and all that.
Yeah, Kenneth's out. Charbonnet's
Tyler
out.
Lockett's already fucking
Lockett's going to retire. DK's going to go find another team and get a ring with Kansas City.
Honestly, I wish he would have A.J. Brown's situation.
He could have, and that would have worked out. But why not just say fuck it and let's get one of the best quarterbacks of all time in here for a couple years and see what happens?
Or even just a year.
A year or two. I don't think.
No, sign up for a year, dude.
No. This isn't going to be something where Aaron Rodgers is like, this is my final year. I'm only going to play this 1 year. It's like, if I'm Aaron Rodgers and I'm not in this like depressed state, it's like I'm gonna play as long as I feel like I can play, which is kind of was his attitude before he got his any happiness or joy sucked out of him as a Jet.
Yeah.
Before he was a Jet, he was I'm gonna play as long as I feel like I feel great. I feel like I can play for forever.
You know what Aaron feels like? I don't know if this is a good analogy or not, but like he goes to the Jets and then is now sitting in like this weird. It's like I don't know if you like were in college and then you became a stripper.
What?
And then you're like trying to go back to college now, you know?
Oh, okay. All right.
Like he had a solid setup and then went for the big bucks and went for the grand wrap up and wanted to walk off in the sunset with a chip and then now has to go figure his life out again. And it's tough.
You don't think behind the scenes Green Bay was pushing him out?
No, I think Green Bay was pushing him out, but I mean, when he went to the Jets, it was supposed to be like, we're making AFC championships, we're making Super Bowls.
Okay, but he tore his fucking Achilles. Like,
I understand. I get it, but now it's like square one again. You know,
we're back at square one. But
this is like no, now I have to fucking rebuild a team again, or be on a team that's buildable or whatever.
But I feel like we should almost treat it like he was leaving Green Bay. Like he still has it in him to go out there and be Aaron Rodgers.
I hope so. I think he does.
I think he can, and I'm almost starting to get to a point where I feel like it's safe to say there might not be any good situation for him right now.
Dream would be cool.
Dream situation. Russ leaves Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Russ leaves Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh swallows their pride, and I put that in air quotes because they just seem like a franchise who like we don't need Aaron Rodgers. We can win with anybody at quarterback. But it's like no, fuck it. Like we don't need Aaron Rodgers, but we'll take him. Like
and by franchise you mean Mike Tomlin.
Well, and also it's like okay, y'all can win enough games to get into the playoffs with any quarterback, right? But like, let's see what happens.
10 games.
Let's see what happens with Aaron Rodgers. You know, can you win 12 games and maybe win a playoff game or two? Who the fuck knows?
Or maybe they win 4. Because apparently A-Rod's worse than Zach Wilson. I get the comparison,
gotta think,
but it's not real.
And sorry to talk over you. I just didn't want to lose my thought. You gotta think.
About Zach Wilson.
All these teams are probably also thinking, especially Pittsburgh, if we continue to be decent and then get Aaron Rodgers and then we're even a little bit better and have even a little bit of a worse draft pick, a couple years down the line we're in an even shittier rebuild mode. You know, like all these teams, like I don't even know if they want to take that shot with Aaron Rodgers and go for a rebuild this year.
Well, I mean, are the Jets in a worse spot?
I thought we were getting to the point where the Jets were gonna almost keep. I thought he was probably gonna stay. Honestly,
I think right when they hired Aaron Glenn, I thought no for sure.
But I thought no. But then Aaron Glenn, it came out that they were both like, "Hey, we're gonna talk about it."
Yeah.
And then you start to think about it. It's like, well, I mean, if Aaron Glenn starts his first year as a head coach with Aaron Rodgers, it's like nothing's gonna be on you. Like this is make or break for Aaron.
We said that about Gerard. He got booted immediately. So
yeah, but they had a plan. Jets don't have a plan. The Jets don't have a plan. The Jets had a guy, and then they had who they wanted to coach. Also, I don't think they expected them to have this much like potential.
Yeah.
Like I think they wanted to just give a couple years to Gerard to maybe just play around, but then they were like, wait.
But then you're like, oh no, Drake.
We got a guy.
Cool. Yeah.
We got a guy.
Or Joe.
Either way.
But no, I mean it's it would suck if like Aaron Glenn looks like a terrible head coach. I think I said that last pod where it's like you're the guy who didn't want Aaron Rodgers, and now we have fucking however many seasons of dog shit. And
it would suck if we're in a situation where, I mean, he's getting fucking fired because of how bad they are, or if we're halfway through the season going, damn, if only they kept Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
See, but
it's like he's gonna be the guy who fucking gave
There's
up on
so
Aaron
many
Rodgers.
other teams that we're not even really thinking about that aren't fully set on a quarterback. Like, I'm still seeing reports today that the Rams aren't set on Matt Stafford.
No, that's like.
And I'm seeing
Well, no,
today that
I think they have contract issues, and then I was hearing it today, but it was like if Stafford doesn't like what the Rams are giving him, they're gonna let him talk.
the Colts could easily say fuck this Anthony Richardson experiment and just rock out with Aaron Rodgers if they wanted to.
See, can we put not A-Rod, AR in like a Taysom Hill type of role?
Not for being a top 5 pick.
Why not?
No, you can't.
He clearly did not deserve to be a top 5 pick, and I knew that at the time. Some people didn't because he's 250 and 6'4". He's fucking giving me linebacker stats. It's crazy.
No, he's definitely talked about like he's
built like a lineman.
But I don't know, bro. I think Pittsburgh or Seattle is probably the best win now chances or scenarios. I think besides that,
they're also in a position where they don't have as much to lose if they give up on their current experiment because they've just been skating by for the past few years. It's not like they have like a JJ McCarthy on the way up or a talent on the way up. It's like, no, you've gone a few years with these fucking shit dick quarterbacks. Not shit dick, but just good enough.
But like if Atlanta didn't draft Penix, they're probably number 1 contenders for A-Rod right now.
Yeah.
If the Vikings didn't draft McCarthy and Sam Darnold was set up go, because someone's going to pay Sam Darnold, either Cleveland or Vegas. I'm telling you right now, someone's going to pay Sam Darnold.
As a starter?
Probably going to be Cleveland.
As a starter?
Yeah. No, as a backup. Yeah, as a starter. As the starting quarterback.
I don't see Vegas doing that. They're either drafting a quarterback or they're getting somebody else.
Don't be surprised. I'm just saying. But
I mean, until this draft happens, I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen anywhere. So
that's the thing. There's so many moving parts where it's like, well, this team is waiting to see what this coach was going to do, and this team we're waiting to see who they're going to draft. So if they're going to go for a quarterback in the free agency, or if they're going to there's so many. You know, where's Cooper Kupp going to go? Debo's on the trade market. Myles Garrett, there's so many
there's a lot
narratives right now. It's just we have no clue.
It's funny though, yeah. I don't get the Debo trade. I mean, maybe I do. This is like his last year, one of his last years for them to be like to get something from him if they wanted something from him. Because say he gets hurt this year or plays like shit this year. They can't do anything with him. I'm not sure where his contract sits right now, but yeah, if they can get good stuff for Debo, do it. But
yeah, I mean, we're going to probably talk about that next episode, but there is definitely some options for Debo.
I mean, we can honestly just talk about that when he does go somewhere.
A trade that